Hey, what's up, everybody? So, welcome back to Just My Two Cents. So, I have some really exciting news for those of you all who are Consumer Cellular customers. So, now Consumer Cellular has a trade in to trade up program where basically it's just like at any other wireless carrier. You can trade in your current phone and get a credit to apply to a new phone that you would like. And they have made it really simple, so let's jump right into it. So all you have to do is pretty much call the number that you see on the screen to get an estimate for your device. Then you'll go ahead and ship your device for free, and they will appraise your current device. And once they appraise it, they will tell you how much they are willing to give you for your particular device, and whatever amount they decide to give you, you will be able to apply it to your new device, or you will be able to apply it to a device that you are currently paying on. So let's jump into how does the trade-in program works. So once you go on the website, one of the first things that you will see is a prompt that says get an estimate for your device. So what you'll want to do is click on that, put your phone's information in, and it will tell you how much your phone is worth. As you can see on the screen, I went ahead and I put my phone's information in, and the results came back that my Apple iPhone 14 Pro Max is worth up to $690. Now, I do want to be fair and say that I went ahead and did this estimate before the new iPhones came out, so it might be a little less, it might be the same, I'm not sure. But at the time of me actually gathering research and information for this video, it was worth up to $690. Now, I also want to say, and I'll mention this later on in the video, just because it says $690 or it gives you a quote, that's not necessarily true. It will all depend on the condition of your phone. So if you have a cracked screen, if the camera's not working, if something is not working properly, then you probably won't get that top dollar. You might get something along the mid-range or on the lower end, or it might not be something that they're willing to take it all. So you do want to kind of remember that. That is why they want you to actually call them. So even though you get this quote online, they do want you to go ahead and call them at that number that you see on the screen, and they'll give you an estimate over the phone. From there, they will have you to go ahead and ship it off to them, and they'll actually give you an assessment based on the inspection that they have once they get the phone into their possession. Once they get the phone into their possession, they will either give you a credit, the credit that they estimated to you over the phone, or they might decide to revise the credit offer that they gave you based on the condition of the phone, or they might even decline even taking your phone in because of its condition. So most smartphones, basic devices, and Apple Watches are eligible to be traded in, and the only thing is you just have to make sure that you are the rightful owner, that the phone or the Apple Watch or the basic device is not on any type of payment plan, that you own it full right. It can't be stolen. It has to be free from any type of activation locks, any type of carrier finance locks. You have to make sure that you are the complete owner of it before you try to trade it in to Consumer Cellular. Now, the tricky part with this is the trade-in is only available within 30 days of a new purchase device, meaning that let's say you decide that you want the iPhone 15, it has to be within 30 days of you purchasing the iPhone 15 that you turn in, let's say, the iPhone 14 Pro Max to them so that they can go ahead, assess it, give you the offer that they plan to give you, and they will credit your account how much ever they say they're going to credit your account. So what are your shipping options? So the cool thing about this particular trade-in program is that shipping is free. So you have two options. Either you can drop off the phone at UPS, or you can request that Assuron, which I'm pretty sure I'm saying the name completely wrong, that they send you a prepaid shipping materials package for you to package up your own device and send it via USPS. Now, if it was me, I would probably take it to UPS. I would have them package it up for me, and I would probably have them to, for a family member rather, or for me to use my own iPad or another device I might have to take pictures of it, video, just in case it gets damaged during the shipping process. And they give me like a lower rate or offer when they get it, and I can say, well, hey, the screen wasn't broke when it left my possession, or the cameras were working when it left my possession. So that might be something that you want to do to kind of protect yourself, just in case the phone was to get damaged in between it leaving your care and it getting into their care, for them to assess how much the phone is actually worth. Now, before you do send your device off to them, it is recommended that you do back up your device, whether it's your iPhone, your Apple Watch, or if you have an Android device, that you do back it up in whatever capacity that you have to back up, whether it be iCloud. Some people have storage drives, some people have their computers, whatever it is that you use to back up your iPhone, your Apple Watch, or your Android device. Go ahead and do that before you send it off. Make sure that you also unpair it, so that means the Bluetooth feature, that you unpair it to your other devices, that you erase all information on that particular device, and that you reset whatever device that you're sending in as well. And that will really help with your privacy and protect your information from getting out or anything. So just go ahead and take a couple minutes to back up your device. Make sure that you unpair, erase, and reset your device to factory settings before sending it off to Assuron. So once you begin the shipping process, you can actually begin to track your trade-in. So you'll be able to track it from your location to see when it made it to the warehouse, and then from there you will receive email notifications to track the progress of your trade-in, and it will inform you of the next steps. So the most important question is, how will I receive my credit? So if you have a new consumer cellular device that was purchased with a credit or debit card, and let's say you paid for it outright and it's not financed or anything, then you will receive a partial refund equal to the amount of the trade-in value. So for instance, if I paid flat out for an iPhone 15, then I would receive, let's say, a $690 credit back on my credit or my debit card, because my phone was paid off, and then they giving me a partial refund that was equal to the amount that they quoted or offered me for my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, let's say that you bought a phone from them and it's financed. Well, what they will do is actually bill that credit towards the remaining balance owed. So, for instance, if I bought the iPhone 15 and I was offered $690, they would put that credit to how much ever I owed. And if I only owed a little bit, then my phone could be paid off. If I owed a lot, then it would just bring my bill down. So that's how you will receive your credit. So how long will it take you to receive your credit? So it will actually take you 1 to 2 billing cycles to get the final acceptance of the inspection, meaning that it will take about 1 to 2 months for you to even be given the credit, and for the credit to be applied, and for it to show up on your account. So this is not something where you turn it in and like 2 weeks later you see it on your account. No, this is about a 1 to 2 month process, and it's one of those things where you will just have to be patient, but it's one thing that you definitely don't want to forget about. So make sure that you make notes and reminders to keep up with this, and that you are checking in with them periodically to see about your credit, or that you're looking for those emails about where are they in the process of finalizing the inspection and accepting it, or giving you a revised offer, or declining it, or what have you, or where they are with putting that credit on your account. So will you get your device back if you change your mind? No. You will not get your device back if you change your mind. Once you ship your device off, the process is pretty much finalized. The only way the process will not be finalized if they receive your device and it's not up to specs based on the conversation that you had with the agent. So if the screen is broken, if the camera is broken, if something is off with the phone that you failed to mention before you shipped off the phone, then you will have up to 5 days to accept the revised offer, And if you decide, hey, I don't want to accept this revised offer, then they will send you back your phone. But it's important to note that if your phone checks out to be the way that you described it on the phone, once you put it in the mail, it is pretty much now their phone, and you're just waiting for them to tell you how much the trade-in is and when they will be crediting your account. So a lot of people might be interested in understanding the trade-in values. So I took a few screenshots just to show you how much some of the trade-ins might be for different phones. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the amounts might be a little off. They might be a little bit more or a little bit less because the iPhone 15 is now out, and I did this video before the iPhone 15 came out. But I would say some of these might be around that amount. So definitely go on there and see how much your iPhone or whatever type of device you have is worth. Now, it is worth noting that even though Consumer Cellular is offering this via their website, Assuron, which I'm pretty sure I'm saying the name wrong, is actually collaborating with Consumer Cellular to provide this service. And from the information that I gathered, Assuron is pretty much a tech device insurance company, repair company, something along those lines. So it kind of makes sense that the two companies would come together to do this trade up program. So that's who your phone will actually go to once you trade it in, and they will actually be the people who are helping to facilitate the quotes and the offers and helping Consumer Cellular understand how much your phone will be appraised for. So with that being said, definitely drop down in the comments. Let me know if you will be using Consumer Cellular's trade-in, trade-up program. If I was still a Consumer Cellular customer, I would probably do this because sometimes you do have older phones and you really don't have a use for them anymore. So it's really cool to kind of get some money for some of the phones that you have paid a lot for in the past. But sometimes it is cool to also keep those phones just in case the phone you do have breaks or for whatever reason you need the other backup phone. So definitely drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this program if you're planning to use it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.